Golf Geeks, welcome back to the channel. Sorry about that I don't have a mic on, but I'm over Langdon Hills. I'm playing 9 holes and I'm going to see how low I can score. There's some good golf in this Golf Geeks, so stick around. There's also some not so great golf, but let's see how we get on. 9 holes, how low can I shoot? Get in the comments, tell me what you think I'm going to, how low I'm going to score or how high I'm going to score, whatever you think. But again, apologies for the no mic now, and I'm going to commentate over the rest of the footage, but I hope you enjoy it. 9 holes over Langdon Hill, slice white golf. Let's go. So Golf Geeks, hole number 1 is a 364 yard par 4. Got a special guest on commentary with me. My daughter is sitting next to me, who is just starting to get into golf.
Hello, Golf Geeks.
Oh, nice, well done. But yeah, this is a par 4, a little bit of a dog leg right. There was a right to left wind. So I used that to my advantage and brought the ball back into the middle of the fairway, Golf Geeks. I was very happy with that opening drive. What do you think?
Nice shot, Dad.
Thanks. It left me about 80 yards in. I will say, Golf Geeks, I had a warm-up, which I know goes against YouTube, but I did have a warm-up before this round because I wanted to show you what I can do. This part of my game is the bit I don't want to show you. I am not very good from 80 yards in, Golf Geeks. It's something I'm trying to improve on. This left me 80 yards, and I grabbed the 50 degree, and for once hit a nice shot. Hit the middle of the green, Golf Geeks, which left me a chance at a birdie. But it is something I need to improve on. Getting up and down from this sort of distance, I should be getting birdies, but at the moment, I'm settling for pars. That's not bad, but it should be more positive and more birdie hunting. I'm using aim point here. My daughter's looking at me to say, what is aim point? It's a way of just sort of trying to understand what way the green is slanting from left to right or up and down. I don't know the full technique, but I am trying my best to use it to help me. And I will say it has helped me in a few putts I've used it for. So here, as you're looking at it, Golf Geeks, I had this going from left to right. As you can see, the wind is in my face, so that's going to have a factor in the putt. But I will be honest, I was actually the mindset of settling for a par. I didn't want to leave it short like I always do in every other video that I get comments on. I wanted to do what my dad always taught me and leave it inside a dustbin lid, so I give myself a tap-in par. And as you can see here, Golf, you can tell by the putt that I wasn't committed to it, and I wanted just to make sure that I got the par, so I didn't actually go for the birdie putt. I know it's negative, but for me, pars are better than bogeys. So as you can see here, Golf Geeks, so I left a nice little tap-in par and opened this round with a par 4, which I'm very pleased with. Very, very pleased with. Always good to start with a par. So we'll move on to hole number 2. Hole number 2 is a 401 yard par 4. It's a very tough par 4, this one, Golf Geeks. It dog legs to the right. It goes up to where them 2 bushes are in the middle of the fairway, and it goes to the right. 401 yards doesn't sound long, but for some reason this seems long for me. It's downhill to start with to the ditch, then uphill. This drive got caught in the wind quite a lot. I aimed left knowing the wind would bring it round, but the wind really caught it, and I was worried about the ditch, but I cleared the ditch and left it in front of this little bush here to the right. This left me a difficult shot. I grabbed the 5 wood out of the bag, and I was aiming between them 2 sort of trees right in front of me. The gap looks quite wide as you're looking at it, but unfortunately from where I was, it was very narrow, and it was a very, very difficult shot. I wanted to aim through them trees because the green's over to the right hand side, the right of that bush in the middle of the fairway there, and let the wind and my fade bring it round onto the green. I didn't think I'd make the green from where I was, Golf Geeks, but I hit the ball really well. Managed to go straight through the middle of the 2 trees and use the fade to my advantage and bring the ball back round onto the back of the green. So that shot there, Golf Geeks, was well executed for my level of golf. So I was really, really pleased with that. And this left me a birdie chance when I got up to the green. A long birdie chance, as you can see. And what you won't see from that is how undulating this green was. It was one way going left, then one way going right. And I'm not the best reader of green. So again, Golf Geeks, this went to the mentality of just getting the par. Hitting inside of a dustbin lid, getting my right line and getting it inside a dustbin lid to then walk up and tap it in for a par. And as you can see here, Golf Geeks, I commit to this putt and I get the distance pretty good and leave myself a little tap-in par. Dustbin lid, as my dad always taught me, I keep referring to my dad. He's the one that got me into golf, and that there is the ideal scenario of what he was trying to explain to me as a kid. This leaves me a walk-in, walk-up, tap-in par. Or so you would think. I have a look at this Golf Geek because I'm a little bit unsure Couldn't see anything because my green reading is not the best. Couldn't see anything and thought it was just a straight tap-in par putt. Unfortunately, it wasn't, and I missed and had to settle for a bogey. So with the drive and that 5-wood, I then had to 3-putt, which was devastating, Golf Geeks. Really disappointed with that. Had to settle for a bogey. On to hole 3. Hole 3 is a 340-yard par 4, dead straight down, as you can see there. So a straight drive is key on this hole. I had a little bit of a wind assistance on this hole, Golf Geeks. Not me, the elements. So the wind was behind and gave me a great chance to get up near the green. And Golf Geeks, did I ever get up near the green? I hit an absolute beauty, Golf Geeks. Really hit it well, hit it straight, used the wind, and it went a country mile. Further than I've ever hit it on this hole, Golf Geeks. So I was really happy with this drive. It was right up by that bunker on the front of the green. It only left me like 60 yards into the green. So I was well happy with that drive there, Golf Geeks. The driver has been good to me lately, and I'm not going to complain about it. It's been the best club in my bag of late. This left me 60 yards, Golf Geeks. I've grabbed a 54 degree, and as I said on hole number 1, it's not the best part of my game. And here, I try to hit a little low spinner. I say the words low spinner. All I wanted to do was hit that bank at the front of the green and try and get that to hold it up. I was hoping that it would land on that bank and then just bump onto the green and hold it up. And I did. I did execute it pretty well here, Golf Geeks. I hit a nice little low spinner which hit the bank and then bumped onto the green pin high. Something that I'm not very good at, but I executed something that was in my head, as you can see there. It literally hit the front of the green, bumped up, and this leaves me a really good chance at birdie. I was really pleased with that chip because it was something I actually tried to do and it actually paid off, and I did it. So as you can see here, Golf Geeks, I've got a birdie putt. Now from this distance, I'm committing to the birdie putt. I'm going for this because I feel that this is puttable. This is makeable for me. I'm using the aim point method, as I say, and in my head, it was a straight putt. What I read there was a dead straight putt. So from here, the mentality is birdie. Let's try and get that bogey back off the card, get a bogey straight away and get back on level par. So I read it, Golf Geeks. I was committed to it. I even got the ball there and I lined it up. There's something that I'm trying to do in my game to make me better at this sort of the short game side of it. This is where the shots get lower. This is where your handicaps gets lower. Trying to get these sort of shots in close to the flag, giving you the birdie chance. So I have this birdie putt, Golf Geeks. Now, get in the comments, press pause, get in the comments and say what you think I do. I know what a lot of you are going to say that I do, and you'll be surprised that I don't do it. But unfortunately, I didn't read the putt that well, and it just lips out, as you can see here, Golf Geeks. I was gutted. Absolutely gutted. Really thought I'd got the birdie there, but it just missed, and I had to settle for a little tap-in par. Again, I'm not going to moan, but I should be making birdies there. That should be a birdie all day long, Golf Geeks, and I should be back to level par, but I'm still one over. Hole number 4, Golf Geeks, a 382-yard par 4. And like the second hole, it's another difficult par 4. It's a downhill tee shot, then an uphill dog leg to the right. It goes round past that bunker. Again, having to aim out to the left because of the wind that was coming across the fairway. And I hit it to perfection again, Golf Geeks. As I said, the driver's been my friend lately and is my best club. Out to the left there, letting the wind and my natural fade bring it round right onto the middle of the fairway, onto that cut line. It was a beautiful drive, Golf Geeks. I'm so happy with this club at the moment. I can't say enough about it, as you can tell in my voice. This left me quite a long way in. I had to grab the 4 hybrid out of the bag, Golf Geeks. And again, with the wind coming from left to right, this was a really difficult shot. I was having to aim over them big trees over to the left, let my fade and the wind bring it over to the right hand side, because the green is just, as you're looking at the screen, the green is over that bunker. So I had to aim to the left. And I thought I'd hit a really good shot here, Golf Geeks. I connected with it well. I had the right club in my hand. And I went over them trees and I let the ball come round. But unfortunately, I must have had too much Weetabix in the morning, because I pumped it over the back of the green and to the back of a bush. As you'll see here, Golf Geeks, you'll see me going behind this bush. There's nothing behind the bush. It's quite open, but it was findable and it was there. But it's behind that bush, Golf Geeks. Luckily, it didn't go in the front of the bush because there's a little water bit at the front. But I'm having to go round the back of that bush there. Literally, as I got to that point there, I could see the ball. It was there, it was open, it was sitting lovely. But I'm having to chip over this bush. onto this green. There's not a lot of green to play with. I had a 58-degree wedge in my hand, and I opened the face up a little bit. And my worry was that when I do that down the range, as you've seen on some videos, I heel it and it goes over to the right-hand side. I had a couple of practice swings while I was behind the bush, making sure just to skim the grass and make sure I get underneath it. And spoiler alert, golf geeks, I hit an absolute beauty. A blind chip over this bush that I chipped just to the front of the green, and it rolls down. As you can see in a minute, the ball comes over there. You'll see me running round just to the front of the green. It rolls down. I was well happy with that chip, golf geeks. And I know what some of my mates are going to be saying. You stood behind there and you threw it over. I didn't. I'm not a cheat, and I did. I absolutely committed to that open face 58 degree, and that's where it landed. I was well happy with that, and this left me a chance at par. A chance at par that after the chip that I had would be feel like a birdie to me, golf geeks, because I was worried behind that bush. I didn't think I'd get it anywhere near as close as where it is here. So as you can see, I'm trying to calm myself down from how happy I was with that chip, leaving me this little par putt. A par putt, like I said, I think this would be a birdie if I can make this, golf geeks. If I can make this, it'd feel like a birdie. So I've picked my line, golf geeks. I'm using the line on the golf ball to line it up. I've picked my spot, and I'm now going to commit to this putt. A putt that, as I keep saying, and I can't reiterate it enough, that this to me would be like a birdie, because from where I was, I thought I was dead and buried. So I've got this putt, golf geeks, to save my par. And I know what you're all thinking, and I know what you're all expecting me to do. But I sunk it, golf geeks, and was well happy with that. Little fist bump there to show how happy I was. On to hole number 5, 173-yard par 3. Not one of my favourite holes over at Langdon, this one, golf geeks, especially off the mat. But I grabbed the 4 hybrid. After the shot I hit on the last hole, although the wind called it and put me behind that bush, I did connect to it really well, and I felt confident with it. So I grabbed the tee, put it in the mat, and I was looking it up and down. The wind was coming from left to right. So my idea here was to aim. See that big bush right down in front, just by my head there? I was aiming at that, and the flag was in between that bush and that bunker. So I was hoping that the wind on the night would bring it back onto the green. When I say the words hoping, it was a hope, because I absolutely spooned this left, golf geeks. You watch this shot. I think I hit the mat first, and I pushed the ball over to the left, and it stayed dead straight. And it cleared them trees just to the left-hand side. But this left me an impossible chip, golf geeks, onto the green. A chip that I had to try and keep. As you can see where I'm walking there, golf geeks, I had to keep it under them branches. There's a bunker right in front of me, so I had to land it over them onto a downslope. As you can see, it's impossible, golf geeks. What I did was, I aimed over to the right here, golf geeks, and tried. There's a lot of green behind me, and I tried to aim and make that green. My ball will flash past you in a few seconds because it absolutely fizzed it through. But I was so worried about the bunker that I just wanted to clear the bunker. Because that bunker's quite deep. So I wanted to get on the green and give myself a chance of a long par putt. Because you never know in golf. You could get the par putt. But as you'll see, golf geeks, this fizzes through. I really connected with it. Well, there it goes. Bomb straight through to the back of the green. But again, this still left me a chance. I had a long par putt. It is a long par putt. But I always say in golf, you never know. I know what you're thinking. With me, you'll know what's going to happen. It's going to end up short. I need to get this out of my game. It's very frustrating at the moment, and I get a lot of comments about it, that I'm always leaving putts short. But I find when I commit to a putt, I give myself the same distance past the hole as the first putt. So here, as you can see, I hit a decent putt there, left it short, but that still gives me a chance at a bogey, which I'd be well happy with that walking off this green from where I was. And like I say, I would be well happy with that if I had a bloody got it, golf geeks. But unfortunately, I didn't. I look at this putt here, and again, didn't read it well. I didn't really look at it, as you can see from the footage there. I didn't really read it well and completely missed it. And had to settle for a double bogey. A double bogey on a par 3 is shocking. On to hole number 6. A 488-yard par 5, and try and get that double bogey out of my head. Now, this hole, golf geeks, was wind behind. The perfect scenario for a par 5 is wind behind. It's a dog leg to the right. It goes straight down as you're looking, and when you get to the little trees on the right, it goes to the right, then uphill. So again, another tough hole. It is a long hole, and a long drive is needed. And with the favourite club in the bag, Golf Geeks, that's exactly what I did. I hit an absolute beauty, cleared the trees, bang in the centre of the fairway. Well happy with this drive with the wind, Golf Geeks. It was beautiful. In the air, it looked good. I was just so happy with this, Golf Geeks. But this actually, it left me a difficult shot. It left me 213 yards to the green. I grabbed my 2 hybrid. I thought my 5 wood, wind assisted, would be too much. So I grabbed the 2 hybrid. In the background, you can see that long pole, the flag pole. The flag on the green was just to the right-hand side. And what I did was I wanted to hit a nice, relaxed 2 hybrid swing. And what a swing it was, Golf Geeks, and what a shot. It was beautiful, and it felt great as well. There's no better feeling when you just relax and hit the ball, and it hit the front of the green, just popped on the front and rolled onto the middle of the green, leaving me an eagle putt, Golf Geeks. Something that is very, very rare that I ever say on this channel, an eagle putt. It's a long eagle putt, Golf Geeks. A long eagle putt that, in the mentality that I play every green, if I just lay up to a dustbin lid, it's a shoe-in birdie, a tap-in birdie. But again, this is what golf does to you. It gets you giddy, it gets you excited, it gets you thinking of what the possibilities are. And the possibility for me was an eagle, probably the first one I've ever recorded on my channel. And I didn't even read the putt properly, Golf Geeks. I don't know where I got that line from, but I completely missed it, leaving myself a very, very tough birdie putt now. A birdie putt, which, again, I went from the excitement of having an eagle to now nerve standing over this putt to try and get the birdie. But Golf Geeks, for once, I committed and executed it and got the birdie, got back from that double bogey and got it back to 2 over. On to hole number 7, a 375-yard par 4, which is a dog leg left. Where them 2 bunkers are down in the middle of the screen there, it goes to the left. So I was aiming over the trees to the left-hand side with the fade and a slight wind. And once again, Golf Geeks, the driver did not let me down. Loving this club at the moment, Golf Geeks. Look at that drive. Out to the left with the wind, cleared the trees, and it literally went even further than I thought it was going to go because it went to the far side of the fairway. Unfortunately, Golf Geeks, I didn't record the second shot in. I hit a 50-degree wedge and I was short. As you can see, they're short of the green. So what I did here, Golf Geeks, I wanted to get close and try and save my par. I grabbed a 7-iron out of the bag, and I was going to hit like a putting stroke 7-iron and try and bump and run it up to the hole to give me a nice little tap-in par, which would have saved me really for that miss-hit chip onto the green for my second shot. I think there was still a little bit of anger in the miss-hit 50-degree wedge because I absolutely nailed this putt with this 7-iron. I absolutely nailed it and left myself a really, really difficult par putt. As you can see here, Golf Geeks, I called it and I nailed it. Look, it flies through. So that's not the best for me there because that then does leave me a difficult par putt. A par putt that I really wanted to make. I don't want another bogey, Golf, because I was playing quite well. 2 over for me is pretty good golf. So again, I line this up and I commit to this putt. And I know what you're all thinking, but I didn't again, Golf Geeks. I actually committed it and sunk it, which is I was well pleased with that one there, Golf Geeks, considering how bad the shot approach to the green was. I was well happy with that. Hole number 8, Golf Geeks, is a 183-yard par 3. Not my friend, this hole. As you might have seen in other videos, I don't like this hole. For some reason, I can never make the green. And again, as I say to you, I could never make the green. So tonight, I had the wind with me, and I grabbed the 6-iron, and I hit what I thought was an absolute beauty, Golf Geeks. In the air, it was all over the flag. All over the flag, and I thought, whoa, tonight could be the night that I make the green. Yeah, that was short-lived, Golf Geeks. It was dead straight, dead at the flag, but again, it was short. Not short, it's only just off the green. Off the green enough to leave me to be able to putt and try and get close or try and birdie it. As you can see, it's not short, but it's still off the green. And with the flag being at the front, it still gave me a chance. So I grabbed the Texas wedge and I tried to hit it close, or actually, no, I'm going to be honest with you, Golf Geeks. I was playing for a par. There was no way I was going for birdie from here because this green is left to right. Or sorry, right to left as you're looking at it, left to right as I'm looking at it. So it wasn't an easy putt. So I just wanted to 2-putt this and walk off, which is a rare par for me on this hole. I don't very rarely par this hole. So I committed to this putt, Golf Geeks. As I keep saying, I committed to everything. But again, back to normal and left it short. But short enough that it was a difficult little par putt. It wasn't a tap-in par, it wasn't a dustbin lid. That was just outside the dustbin lid range. So again, this left me a tricky little par putt. But as I've said, it was a rare par for me on this hole. And I sunk this it was a tough little putt, but I sunk it, Golf Geeks, and walked off with a lovely par. Hole number 9, the last hole of this round, a 351 yard par 4. I'm still 2 over, Golf Geeks, so I was really excited how this was going to end. If I could stay 2 over, this would show that I'm playing decent golf lately. Grab the old driver out of the bag, my old faithful driver, which has been really, really good to me all round, Golf Geeks. And here again on the 9th, it was absolutely beautiful. I hit a lovely drive. Again, the wind was coming across from right to left, so I used my fade to go into it so it would keep it straight, which it did, Golf Geeks. Hit a lovely drive here into the wind. It held it up just down the right-hand side of the fairway, but a beautiful way to end the round off the tee. This left me a 7-iron into the green. It left me about 160, but I went with a 7-iron because it was uphill and the conditions with the wind were getting a bit difficult. So I grabbed the 7-iron out of the bag. And Golf Geeks, I hit this lovely. I didn't mean to hit it low, but I kept it low right at the flag. And I thought, this is close, Golf Geeks. When it was in the air, I was thinking, this is close. Lovely little relaxed 7-iron into the green. It looked like, from where I was there, that it was close. But unfortunately, it was short. I should have really gone with a 6-iron. It left me quite a long putt, a birdie putt, should I say, in. What I will say, Golf Geeks, and there was people playing behind me and they were getting quite close, and I was worried with the filming that I didn't want to start annoying people and holding people up. So with this putt here, I will be honest, I didn't really read it that well. I was just trying to get it. I was just doing a dustbin lid technique. Just get it up close and then just tap it in and walk off and get out of their way. Unfortunately, I didn't. I left a really, really tough par putt, which, you know, it's not the best way to end, but I should be getting it closer and walking off with a par. And unfortunately, Golf Geeks, I didn't. That putt that I left myself there lips out and gives me a bogey. I was gutted, Golf Geeks. I was really annoyed because I was rushing and had to settle for a bogey. So, Golf Geeks, end of that round, and I'll be interested to look into the comments to see what you put me down for. The last hole there, I hit a lovely drive, and then I had a lovely shot onto the green. I thought it was going to be close, but it was quite short. And then, unfortunately, there was a couple of people behind me, and where I was filming, and it's a Friday night, I didn't really want to annoy anyone, so I kind of rushed my putts and ended up free putting. And I actually finished with a 38. I'll put the scorecard here, which was 3 over par. 1 birdie, a few pars, 1 double bogey, and 2 bogeys. So, not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. Just a bit annoyed at the last hole that I rushed the putt in, but that is the unfortunate scenario when you're recording and it's quite busy. The course was busy tonight for a Friday night, and I didn't really want to hold people up. I don't like getting moaned at. I wouldn't like it if I was behind someone doing it, so I rushed the putts. As you'll see, as you've probably already just seen, I rushed the putts and I didn't really take my time with them. But a 38 for me is pretty good. 3 over par, so I'm well happy with that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and not just a short little video, just showing my golf. And come back for more if you like it. Get in the comments, let me know what you want to see me doing. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Take care, see you next time.